Anime has provided some of the most memorable and iconic characters in the entertainment industry, but the way female characters are written can be problematic. While some female characters are relatable and lovable, others lack agency and personality, leading fans to question the writer's intentions. This video explores some of the most problematic female characters in anime and their problematic characteristics. Starting off our list with Kozue from Baki. Kozue, the girlfriend of Baki, the protagonist of the series, is a character that lacks personality. Her role is to discourage Baki from engaging in perilous situations, and she is often targeted by Baki's enemies. This is problematic because Kozue is merely an object that Baki protects, rather than a character with a meaningful role in the story. The next character is Kurume from Aka Mega Kill. Kurume, an antagonist in Aka Mega Kill, is a character with little conscience. She supports the tyrannical cannibals and her sword can resurrect the dead, forcing them to become her personal slaves. This is a disturbing trait for a character and one that suggests that the writer intended for her to be one-dimensional. And eventually she is also one of the many reasons why many people hate on Aka Mega Kill. On the 8th number, the character is Sakura from Naruto. Sakura, one of the most well-known female characters in anime, suffers from the worst trope in the genre. Her goal is to keep up with her male comrade in the Team 7, indicating that she lacks an identity outside of them. Her relationship with Sasuke is also problematic. She is obsessed with winning his love, even overlooking his attempts to kill her and his fugitive status. Sakura sets a bad example for young girls who may be interested in the series. The next character is Midnight from My Hero Academia. Midnight is a character in My Hero Academia who brands herself as X-rated character. While most heroes in the series present themselves as presentable to the public, Midnight's branding is inappropriate. Given her role is helping young heroes launch their careers, her character and appearance really doesn't fit in well. She needs to choose between her branding and her role as a mentor. The next character is Hancock from One Piece. Hancock, the pirate queen of Amazon Lily, is introduced as an intimidating female character in One Piece. However, her character's arc is problematic. She abandons her principles overnight and becomes a fangirl who supports Luffy. I mean, that's really good for our main character though, but no matter how impractical his ventures are, she always supports him. Later in the manga, she becomes a damsel in distress and requires Railing's help to save her people. On the 5th number, the character is Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Mikasa is a promising character in Attack on Titan. Her strength and convictions set her apart from other female shonen characters. But she never escapes Eren's shadows. Her only interest is spending time with him, and her character remains very flat. Although the introduction of Azumabito provided her with the opportunity to develop further, but her character is not fully explored, and her actions at the end of the series ruined her credibility. On the 4th number, the character is Meine from the Rising of the Shield Hero. Meine is one of the most evil characters in the Rising of the Shield Hero. After being introduced, she falsely accused Naofumi of assaulting her, effectively destroying his reputation. Although the issue of false accusation is important, it is a sensitive issue that should have been handled with more care and nuance. Mine's darker nature is not fully explored before her true nature is revealed. On the 3rd number, the character is Kuvira from the Legend of Korra. Kuvira, the final antagonist of Legend of Korra, is a problematic character whose actions have parallels with the real-world dictators. She deceives some of the heroes into helping her restore the Earth Kingdom and plans to forcibly assimilate Republican City. Her justification for her action is also problematic, as it is similar to those used by many real-life dictators. On the next number, the character is Zorin from Helsing. Zorin Blitz was a member of the Helsing's Millennium Organization. Consequently, she was already a Nazi, and also a problematic character whose only satisfying moment was her demise. During her fight with Seras, Blitz somehow proved even more cruel than her colleagues. She exploited illusions in order to force her victim to relive past trauma and give herself time to strike the killing blow. Ironically, Seras only defeated Blitz by drinking human blood and casting aside her humanity. However, she was still more principled than her opponent by a significant margin. And finally, on the 1st number, the character is Asuna from Sword Art Online. Asuna was one of the primary heroine of Sword Art Online, but her character arc did her a great disservice. Initially, Asuna was introduced as a fiercely independent player who matched Kirito in both skills and determination. However, as the series progressed forward, her character was reduced to that of damsel in distress. Asuna's eventual faith as a captive and love interest for Kirito did a great disservice for her initial characterization. Her agency was stripped away and she became a passive participant in the story rather than an active one. Her character was eventually sidelined in later seasons, adding insult to the injury. Overall, these 10 female anime characters were written in ways that compromised their effectiveness and relatability. Whether they were reduced to one-dimensional tropes or made to play subservient role to their male counterpart, their depiction did a disservice to both the character themselves and the medium of anime. While there are certainly exceptions, such as strong and multifaceted female characters found in shows like Revolutionary Girl Utena and the Neon Genesis Evangelion, it is clear that there is still work to be done in terms of representation and gender equity in anime. By promoting and celebrating more nuanced and complex portrayal of women in anime, creators and fans alike can help to create a more diverse and inclusive medium that better reflects the experience and perspective of a wider range of viewers. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more top 10 lists like this. And that's it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.